Learning music theory teaches us about rhythm and counting, but musicians need to feel the beat with understanding, not just count it. So we're going to look at some activities that help students feel the rhythm and understand the song as a whole. Here I have on my phone an app called a BPM counter. What you do is tap the beat to the music. So while you're listening to the music, you tap to it and the calculator will figure out the average beat per minute. Most of these tasks that we do for rhythm are very brief. That's just something a student can write on their page what the BPM of the song is. Some tips for doing a good job with this is moving your body. If your goal is to have a steady, consistent tap, that means the rest of your body is moving to be able to produce that steadiness somewhere else. If you know the bass line, you can also play along to the song and move that tap to the bass line. So more body movement, swaying to it, helps steady your beat. The next skill is to learn how to use the rhythm ruler. So we're going to change those beats that we're hitting into counting. Not forever, just enough so your student can understand what's going on. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are quarter notes. We add the pluses in and we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next thing we want to do is take a phrase from the song and locate its position on the rhythm ruler. So I have this musical phrase from the song Be Sweet by Japanese Breakfast. It goes like this. Those are all eighth notes, so I can circle 3 and 4 and 1 and. And when we do this, we want to see where the beat hits. 3 and 4 and 1 and. So you want to count in right at the right moment. You only need to do like one small phrase to do this. If a student needs practice, keep doing it on a loop, just that one phrase over and over. Think of it like a remix. If you want to analyze a more complex melody, it contains 16th notes. You'll need another layer on the ruler by adding E's and A's. The way you would count it would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So you can add that in to have a more complex rhythm analysis. These tools for analysis are not for learning the rhythm, because the most direct way of learning the rhythm of a song is to listen to it. The purpose of note values is to communicate music, not feel the beat. But these rulers help make a connection between how we communicate note values in standard notation and the rhythm we feel. On my Beat Builder worksheets, there's activities like this. It's for remembering which type of notes there are. Students can just color over these letters and turn them into notes. Forgive my comically bad example here of eighth notes. I'm not using notation software. I'm working with Canva graphics. Just wanted to show you how you can just color over those letters and make it into the note that it should be, the note value. This is my favorite feature of the Beat Builder worksheet because it's a practical thing the student can bring home and play. But it's written quite efficiently here. This is the baseline, and we want the student to think in numbers. So it takes a bit of knowledge. They have to understand we're in the key of F and what the numbers assigned to each note in the key of F. You can show them simply. It's only 5 notes. But that can open up theory discussion for them understanding the key of F. At the same time, since we're starting on the 6th, this is more of a D minor type of song. We can harmonize with 2 notes here. A and D, putting the letter D on top because that will make a nice beat. It'll harmonize with everything. You can do variations on it. You can have your left hand keep those beats. That's what all the dashes are referring to, how many beats for each bass note. And yeah, you can just switch hands. So So now the student has two ways to comp to the song. If you can find all of the chord progressions here, you can focus on the bass line. It's much easier than learning all of the chords, and it actually sounds better because it gives room for the student to come up with their own style and have their own variations. All these exercises are brief and they're simple enough for you to write out in a student's notebook and work on them together. But they're also part of a collection of pre-made worksheets that are available from Piano Hub. This Beat Builder worksheet is based on the B Suite tutorial, which can be viewed next.